Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique, and tonight's video is brought to you by Cricut. We are going to get my Cricut out and we're going to show you how to use it. You might be thinking, Julie, what is a Cricut? Well, I'm going to show you. We're going to cut out some labels for my studio, and we are going to have a studio tour really soon. But before we get to that, I need to get organized and I need some labels, and that's where my Cricut Maker 3 comes in. And I want to show you how easy it is to use. And it's so easy that if I can do it, you can do it. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start with is we're going to go into the Cricut design space. This makes Cricut so much easier, and they really make it so easy that you can either have the free version or you can get a subscription, a monthly subscription. But right now, I'm just going to show you some of the projects that you can click on and you can create with your Cricut Maker 3, your Cricut Joy, all sorts of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to where we're going to get started today, and we are going to click on the three lines in the top left corner here, and I'm going to go to Canvas. When I click over to Canvas, this is where all the magic happens. This is what makes Cricut Design Space so special, because each of these blocks are in 1-inch increments, so it's a very good visual display for you. But we are going to keep it really simple today because we are only going to do a text, because I just need the labels for my drawers over by where I film for YouTube. So right now, we're going to look here. You can do templates, you can do projects, shapes. If you wanted to, you could click any of these shapes and cut them out to any size that you want, but we're not going to need that today. So I'm going to click on text, and here comes a text box. Now, here's the thing. If you know how to use the mouse on your computer, you can move this text box wherever you want, okay? So I can move it here. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. It's really simple to use, and that's why I love Design Space. Okay, so when we have the text box on our screen here, now we need to decide what font that we want. So I'm going to click on it, and up at the left-hand corner, you see font. I'm going to click down on that, and what's really nice, I'm going to kind of click out of the one that I want. But they have so many different options for you. They have free versions, they have the subscription versions, but again, Cricut makes it easy for you here, guys. But I know exactly what font that I want. I want the Haley, so I'm going to click on that. You're going to click, if I undownloaded that. So let's see where the little arrow is. You're going to want to download that. So you click on that, and now our text should be, oops, let's go back and do that one more time. I didn't do that right. Now our text is in the font we want. Again, make it what we need. I'm going to double tap on it. I'm going to backspace, and we're going to put our first label in. If you watch me, you know I use a lot of zip ties. Now, what I want to do is you can size this whatever you want with the font size, or just take it and drag that and get it the size that you want. And I like the little, again, the little inches, because it gives you a visual reminder how big your font will be. Okay, so now let's do this. Let's go and let's duplicate this. I'm going to just left tap or right tap on my mouse here. I'm going to pull this to the side, and now this way both of these are the exact same size. I'm going to change it up because we need a different label, of course, but that's how easy it is. I just hit the duplicate and we're good to go. Just click that right side of your mouse and you'll get that option. We have it all in front of us. This is the finished product. So now we're gonna choose how to start it. So over here, you're gonna go up to the left-hand corner or the right-hand corner. I don't know my left and my right today. And I have selected Cricut Maker 3. And these are all the different Cricut products that you can use, but we're gonna use the Cricut Maker 3. And it's really simple, guys. You're gonna click Make It. We are gonna do for Cricut Smart Materials only because that's the material that I have today. But if you need to use the matte, you can do that, whatever you wanna do. But today we're gonna do the Smart. And I'm gonna confirm. And now it's gonna show us how we're gonna put all the different labels that I made together. But here's the thing, we can move these around, which is what makes Cricut so nice. So I'm gonna just click on these, and I'm going to move them around a little bit so that when I put them together, it's just a little bit easier for me. You see a red line. I'm just going to keep it all within that red line, and I'm just going to simply move it. So I'm just clicking on that arrow circle, and you can move these wherever you need them to be. If you feel like you just need a little bit more space, it'll work out. So we're going to do that. I'm going to just move everything up. And then we're going to go click on continue. The next thing that we're going to click on is we are using the Smart Vinyl Removable. I'm going to click on that and we are good to go. And then we are going to press the load button and I'm going to show you how it all loads into the machine. I'm going to just load my Smart Vinyl and click on the little up and down arrow. This is where our paper gets all set and ready to go. Hit the arrow and it starts your project. All right, so I'm going to get out my Cricut tools and I'm going to trim my vinyl because I can use that for another project. I want to save all the vinyl I can. And then I'm going to get out the little weeder. And this little thing is a gem. It's going to get out all the little empty spots of the O's and the D's that we want to do. So I'm going to do this to the whole project. Once you're done with all your weeding, we are going to remove the main vinyl. Now, I know people do this different ways, but this is the way I'm doing it. And if you are an expert in Cricut, leave me some of your tips down below. But I like to go at an angle and we are going to remove all of this. And it's so easy to do. If I did this over again, I may have cut these strips and these pieces separately. It might have been a little bit easier, but it all worked out in the end. And with the magic of editing, you have all of your labels ready to go. So I'm going to take, again, this little cutter by Cricut and makes your job so much easier because now I'm going to separate them and we are going to get out our transfer tape. I'm just going to use the regular transfer tape. It is just regular and it's not the strong grip. I'm going to cut pieces of the transfer tape with this cutter. I love it. It's, again, one of my favorite tools that they have. I personally don't like to waste transfer tape. I made this one a little bit big, so I'm going to cut the excess and we will save that one for later. Okay, so you're going to separate the transfer tape. This is the way I do it. If you do it differently, let me know how you do it in the comments. But we're going to put it over our label and we are going to use the scraper and the little roller. It looks like a little rolling pin and I really like it. It really helps press down the transfer tape because we want it all to come up when we lift it up. Okay, so now it's time to take it apart. So you're going to do it at an angle again. And if you have any difficulties, I always have problems with the dots. And I just take my scraper and I scrape over that part and just go back over it, even use my fingernail if I need to, but it will come off. This is just such a great product and it's so easy to do. And I love how this turned out. I cannot wait to show you the finished product. All right, so this is the set of drawers that we are using all of our labels on. And yes, I made this font really big, but guys, I'm of a certain age and I need I need them to be bigger for me and it really helps. So I wanted to kind of stay out of the shot here, but I wanted to show you how easy it is. I love the little roller and I love the scraper. It just really pushes down that vinyl, and I use the removable vinyl because if I want to change my mind and I don't want zip ties in this drawer, I can change it and just make a new label for it, and it just comes off so easily. I love this project. It is so easy to do and you can do this too. Say how much I love this project would be an understatement. I am so excited to get my studio exactly where we want it. This really took it up a notch on the organization and the beauty. I love this font and I love my Cricut Maker 3. So if you don't have any Cricut products and you want to know more about what Cricut is, go to the link in my description box, click on it, go to the Cricut site, and you can purchase any of these products there. So as you can see, this is where I have this little cabinet by the place where I film, and it is so handy. So Leave the word Cricut if you made it all the way through the video, and we will see you next time in Julie's Wreath Boutique. Bye-bye.